Hello there. I hope. Are we rolling? I cannot tell. This is only my third time doing this. Maybe I should actually, read a manual or something. That might help. Okay. Okay, looks like it's working on my phone. Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing on this fine Saturday? Yeah? Hope we're doing well. This fine, hot Saturday. Even though there's currently 4 of you here. That's okay. That's fine. Or nobody anyway. It's not like it's a big deal. So today, I was thinking it might be fun to address this recent Pewdiepie stuff. Especially because I've made a number of videos talking a lot of mad shit. Oh my god, it's Celia Attack from YouTube Live on his channel. It is. Or is it? No, it is. For now. Until I get tired or what hot. It's really hot and that burns through me really quickly. But you know how it is. But yeah, I'm sure most of y'all, if you subscribe to me, you probably are a little bit aware of, internet drama and stuff. So you're probably, you know the stuff already. That's cool. I guess I'm just gonna have to get right into this, aren't I? So, if you're not aware, PewDiePie recently said he was going to make a $50,000 donation to the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, and then a day later he retracted that. He went back and said, nope, I'm not going to donate after all. Which, all right. A lot of other people have shown or talked about this, but I think I noticed they haven't really I don't know, they're not me, you know? Okay, let's see if I can find the start, the one that started this. I believe it started with this one. Unboxing my 100 million YouTube award.
But here it is.
All right, there's 9 people here. I've had audio troubles before in the past. Please let me know if this isn't working right, okay? It's on you guys. I'm pretty sure I got it right. But let me know.
Oh!
Maybe I should make this full screen. Yeah, full screen.
Before we get going on this video, here's me. Hello.
No, I take it back. We're not doing full screen. I hate you. I hate you, PewDiePie. Oh crap, I meant to do... Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, okay. Okay.
But here it is.
Alright. Alright. Okay. Got this right. Let's try that again. You can't see any video. I don't know what you're talking about. I see it fine on my phone. Actually, no, I'm not entirely certain where it is in this video of his because I didn't actually watch the whole thing. No, I did watch it at some point, but I really don't remember where it was in this one. A fun little thing about this, if you click right here, you can actually open up transcripts on videos. And once you do that, you can do Control F and, well, you can do Control F and then search for the certain line in the transcript of whatever you're looking for. A really quick way to sort through big long videos if you're looking for like one little moment. But I guess I'm not seeing ADL in here. Uh-oh. You can hear audio. Guess you're screwed. Well, Mega Crinkle, tell me, do you not see me at all, or do you just not see the video I'm showing on the screen? Because I don't know. Try refreshing the page. Refresh the stream. Otherwise, I don't have an answer, because according to everybody else, it looks like it's working just fine. So anyway, I guess ADL doesn't come up. Maybe. Okay, we're not going into the comments just yet, but oh, it's also possible he may have cut that part out of the video. Now that I think about it. Ooh, I should have downloaded this video earlier. Dang it. Oh well. Sometimes, because what you can do, you can use the YouTube. You can use the YouTube's whatever on their video. They have like a video editor. When you log in, you can cut out specific segments of your video. I guess PewDiePie could do that. It makes sense because normally his videos are like just over the 10-minute mark, and this is now 9 minutes 42 seconds. So it's almost like 20 seconds were just cut out perfectly. Okay, but looking through the transcript, I don't see any mention of the ADL or donation. Maybe I just zoomed past it. I don't want to sit here and watch 9 minutes of PewDiePie. I don't see any donations. Okay, whatever, fine. We'll just go to the other video then, because he does it right at the start. This is the one that got everybody's attention. This is the part that everybody was. This is the only real part that matters, actually. Oh, fixed. Good job. Did refreshing the stream fix it? I sure hope it did. Glad you can join us. Anyway, let's do this. So before. Here we go, I guess. Let's just do it. Oh wait, I need to unmute it. Oh god.
Stop! I just wanted to interrupt this video because I need to make an announcement. Did you guys see the video I made where I celebrated 100 million subscribers? It was the video.
Hold up. There's the evidence right there.
Stop! I just wanted to interrupt this video because I need to make an announcement. Did you guys see?
Look at that. Look at that right there. This video was 10 minutes and 2 seconds, so he did cut out 20 seconds of video. I fucking knew it! Fucking got him! Someone somewhere has uploaded that, though. You just know it. Well, maybe look later. Anyway, let's carry on.
See the video I made where I celebrated 100 million subscribers? It was the video I was really excited about. I talked about my journey from going to 0 to 100 million subscribers. It did have a brand attachment to it, which maybe wasn't the most fitting place, but it was a cool product, so I thought it wouldn't matter. When we were planning the collaboration, we thought it would be nice to donate to a charity as a way to celebrate. I made the mistake of picking a charity that I was advised instead of picking a charity that I'm personally passionate about, which is 100% my fault. Usually when I pick a charity, I take my time, I find a charity that I'm really excited about and actually passionate to donate to. So when I uploaded the video talking about the charity, it was very brief and people could tell something was off. The whole internet just didn't believe it. Like, why is he donating to this charity? Look at his face. Full conspiracy mode. It was very interesting to watch that unfold. To be fair, I saw it as an opportunity to put an end to these alt-right claims that has been thrown against me. It wasn't to try and clear my...
Okay, that's a good start. Oh, goodness. So let's just address that last line there. It's
opportunity to put an end to these alt-right claims that has been thrown against me.
okay. Put an opportunity to these alt-right claims thrown against me. So he's trying. So he means this to try to distance himself from being connected to these alt-right people. You may notice this little thing right there on his neck. Oh goodness. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called the Iron Cross. So now, we should talk about this. Oh look, there's a page on the ADL. Let's see what they have to say. The Iron Cross is a famous German military medal dating back to the 19th century. During the 1930s, oh, get the fuck out of here. During the 1930s, the Nazi regime in Germany superimposed a swastika on the traditional medal, turning it into a Nazi symbol. After World War II, the medal was discontinued, but neo-Nazis and other white supremacists subsequently adopted it as a hate symbol, and it's been a commonly used hate symbol ever since. I think that's pretty accurate. In the United States, however, this doesn't really matter. He's not an American. He doesn't live here. But bikers use it. Other people use it. Consequently, the use of the Iron Cross in a non-racist context has greatly proliferated in the United States to the point where an Iron Cross in isolation without the swastika cannot be determined to be a hate symbol. Care must therefore be used to correctly interpret this symbol in whatever context it may be found. Now, this may be true, but as I mentioned, not an American. I'm willing to bet a majority of his audience are not American either. I mean, I think even in my analytics, a majority of my audience aren't Americans. I think it's only like 40% is America, which is a little surprising, but that's how it is. And, you know, there's so many billions of people in the world. They all have access to the internet. All right, hold on. I think I saw someone say something in chat. Gonna look forward to your next video on things that make Pew's alt-right affiliations unsurprisingly obvious. This is it. This is that, because I don't want to waste time writing and editing another one. People could tell the evil Jews are trying to make me feel bad donating to them. Yep. Slopped up pretty much. Although he can't be serious if he thinks I believe him. Yeah, right? That Iron Cross, granted tons of fans are telling critics he's wearing the Georgian cross. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't have the... Oh, dang it. Don't worry about it. I was going to show something. We'll show it later. Anyway, the Iron Cross is a former military decoration in the Kingdom of Prussia and later the German Empire and Nazi Germany. It was established by King Frederick Wilhelm III of Prussia during the Napoleonic Wars. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. This is all really boring history. Y'all get the gist. Okay. So I gotta ask though, like, let's make this full screen again. So you have to ask, you know, be a little curious here. Considering everything PewDiePie's been through now, right? This just keeps happening with him over and over and over, right? Do you really think it's a coincidence that he just so happened to choose this jacket, you know, with this symbol on it for this particular video? Do you think that's a coincidence, especially in the context of everything else he's been through? I don't think so. Now, I don't know. Maybe he's just colossally unlucky. I don't buy that either. But also, like, why do you even own a shirt like that? Why do you even own this? Now, the obvious, most simplest answer, of course, He's fully on board with this kind of crap. He's fully on board in this ideology. Of course he's going to own a shirt like this. You know, not only do all of his past actions make sense, but this whole thing of saying, I'm going to donate to the ADL, and then all of a sudden, oh, nope, oopsies, I'm not going to do that anymore. You know, it's almost like he knows exactly what he's doing, and he did all of this just to say to all of his fans, yeah, this is what I am. What the fuck are they gonna do about it? Kind of like, you know, peeps like, what, didn't Steven Crowder, you know, after he got in trouble, he made some video essentially daring YouTube to take his channel down, and he's like, nah, he knows they're not gonna do it. Same with PewDiePie. You know? Gotta admit, it aligns pretty closely. It does seem a lot like he's saying, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. But I don't know. I don't think I am. Alright, let's see if he says anything else.
It wasn't to try and clear my name or save grace. If it was, I would have done it years ago. But after the Christchurch tragedy, I felt a responsibility to do something about it, because it's no longer just about me.
Also, what an amazing ad campaign for not spending any money, right? I'm gonna give 50,000. Oh no, I'm not. And he didn't have to do anything. And now he has a bunch of assholes like me talking about him. Good job. Good job, Felix. You got us. You got us good.
It affected other people in a way, and I'm not okay with that. I've struggled to figure out how to do that, but this was not the right way to go about it. I knew it wasn't perfect, but I also didn't know a lot of things that surfaced throughout this whole thing about the charity that doesn't fit at all. So I understand why people had concerns about it. And these are...
You don't name a single one, though. Like, maybe, you know, it's true, there's a lot of valid criticism of the ADL. I don't want to even bother getting into that on this stream, though. But, like, notice he doesn't mention any of them. It's just that he just says there's valid concerns about the charity. What do you think those concerns are? I mean, he says this in such a way that people who do have valid concerns about the ADL, like us, you know, oh, all criticism of Israel is anti-Semitic. Those people will look at what PewDiePie said here and be like, oh yeah, I see what you mean. But also, the extremely racist, anti-Semitic people will look at what he's saying and be like, yeah, Pewdiepie, stick it to those filthy... Okay, oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, even though I got the curls myself. Y'all know what I mean. Stick it to those Jews. Okay. Okay.
There's things that I would have known myself if I had just taken my time. This whole thing was planned during my wedding and the honeymoon, and 100 million was coming up as well, so it was all very rushed. It really doesn't feel genuine for me to proceed with a donation at
Nothing he does feels genuine at this
point, and I instead wanted to actually take my time, keep the intent that I had, but just doing it with the right charity and doing it properly. So I just wanted to make that clear. I'm sorry for all the confusion, and I'm sorry for messing this up. That's what I do. Let's get on with the video.
You're not wrong about that. I don't really give a shit about the rest of your video. Fuck you, PewDiePie. It's really hot in here. I'm gonna close the blinds. Give me a moment, guys. Oh my god, I have 24 people? This is a new record. Oh. Okay, how do I look? Alright, I think that looks good. Stop giving attention to this closet Closet racist parasite. Listen. 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 All right. Gilead 83. We're all parasites. This is YouTube. This is how it works. I don't know if y'all noticed, but my most watched videos are all taking shots at these horrible people, okay? You know, this is the nature of the beast. You know, I'm not making any real money off of this. I'm making less than $20 a month, okay? But it's fun, you know? I like doing it. I like it. I like seeing those numbers go up higher and higher. I do. I enjoy it. And when I make videos that aren't attacking these people, nobody cares. So, it's what I'm gonna do. Also, like, it's a fair. Um, you need voices in the grand picture of democracy, fighting back and pushing against these people, and all that sort of thing. Whatever. Okay, so I believe this. Yes. Okay. Let's scroll down and look at some of these comments. Maybe we'll get some fun stuff. Wait a minute. Which one is this? Okay. This one doesn't seem to have that much. Let's look at the other one though. This one has the good shit. I think. Oh, yeah, that's right. He has moderators now. Oh, I should have been saving them, but I'm not very good at this. Anti ID defamation CL. I don't understand what the fuck they're trying to say. Oh, basically saying Anti-Defamation League, blackmailing Pewdiepie. You know, what do you think, even if we were going to entertain that, what do you think, what could they possibly have on him that they could blackmail him with? Right? Like, after everything else that's already come out, like, what else could there possibly be? Did he like stab someone? I mean, maybe he did. Oh goodness. Hello, person who's reading this 3 days from now. Let's go away. Look at all these people that they're like, oh, I'm so glad you hit 100 million subscribers. Like, what the fuck is up with this, guys? I don't get it. How do people like this? All right. So I guess there's like nothing else here that's worth reading. Oh, I see what's happening. I see what's going on. They banned these words in the comment section. That's why people are using the emojis. That's interesting. Huh. All right, well, let's see if we can find the original. Let me just... Yeah, I'm not seeing... Whatever. The Iron Cross granted tons of fans telling critics of Georgia Cross. If Pewds had some PR agents, they would have screamed at him not to. Or maybe he hired, maybe he is a Nazi and he hired another Nazi to be his PR agent. And that's what they told him to do. kind of a perfect way, you know? Plausible deniability, exactly. Trojan Cross is way too close to the Iron Cross. To people like this, it might as well be the same thing. The way he positions himself sideways, you can actually see the cross. Body language doesn't lie. Yo, you are right. I didn't think about that. That's a good take. Like, look at this. You know, he is kind of like, you know, it's like he's facing the camera, but he is a little bit to the side. Like you can see the sides of his shoulder here, and this one's tilted away from you. Yo, holy shit. And the fact that he's got blue eyes, just mwah, icing on the cake. I know we shouldn't like make fun of people, their physical appearance, but like, I bet you, I bet you that's what's in his head. Sorry, with the Iron Cross, I'm really not charitable anymore. Where was I? Anyway, the guy really is just a bit of a moron, more than a bit. Pewds is a brainlet. I don't actually know what brainlet means. It's a weird word to me. Remember it was 2012 and no one liked him? I didn't even know who he was in 2012. I didn't know who he was until like 2015, 2016. Because, you know, I had other shit to do. I was actually working full time and not on the internet all the time. Didn't he design a belt with the Iron Cross on it? Did he really? No. No. Did he really? Nah, I don't see anything like that. Pewdiepie belt. Nah, I don't see anything like that. Sorry, same designers as the hood. Okay, that makes sense. That's 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 really not that surprising actually, because yeah, if you make like one logo or like one design for something and it's like well received, you're gonna put it on a whole bunch of other products. You know, kind of cuts down on your you know, you don't have to design stuff for your other products, but you can sell more products anyway. Uh, I'm not seeing much on the Pewdiepie submissions subreddit. Maybe they did get some, you know, proper moderation is the correct term. What does the cross represent? I've always wondered that. The cross was a medal given um, long ago. I still have the Wikipedia page up, actually. Okay. The big thing is it was a military decoration that was given out in Nazi Germany. It existed before that, but that's the major connotation for it. Um, it was awarded, yeah, during World War II. It was given. It had the image of a swastika on the center of it. Um, anyway, you know, you can't really use swastikas in a lot of media stuff now because it's immediately obvious what you're referring to, and stuff like YouTube immediately like removes your video if you have swastikas in it sometimes, or it immediately age restricts it. So you use an iron cross to get away with it. For example, is this working? Yes. Yeah. For example, let's get this stream yeeted. There's the iron cross with the swastika. Um, here's it, you know, on a plane, right? You probably see that in movies and stuff. Anyway, I think that's a decent answer. Where do I go from here? I thought I had something else to go over. Hmm. Anything on that Sweden guy? Lots of stuff on that Sweden guy. Ooh. Religion plays a part. Notice iron crosses on belts, dotted on hoodies. Actually, ancient crosses seen in Georgian churches. Yeah, okay, sure. That's exactly what Pewdiepie is, right? Right. What does the cross represent? Vogue defending Nazis. What, like Teen Vogue? I don't know what. I don't actually know what you're talking about, Artemis. Glen Coco says, big yikes. Yeah, I think so. Um, Actually, I think I saw a different. Oh, wait. Okay, give me a moment. Give me a moment. I actually have this something. I gotta log into my Reddit thing. Have it saved, I believe. Uh-oh. Markiplier still supports this dude. Yep, sure, why not? It wouldn't surprise me that Markiplier does. I've not seen Markiplier take. I don't know him that well. I'm gonna be honest. I've never really followed his content. I'm not. I'm not into that kind of content creation. I don't really care about most video game people. I can't really. I don't really get why some people were. Whatever. Markiplier not taking any stances aside. Um, I've isn't he like friends with them in real life? You know, on one, I can't really expect some people to take a side against like their real life friends. You know, it is asking quite a bit. Jacksepticeye too. Many YouTubers support PewDiePie too. I think it's the same thing. Also, it could be kind of like he's the biggest guy on the platform, so of course they're going to go along with whatever he says. Kind of like all the when Trump was running, there were a lot of Republicans who were like, "Oh no, never Trump. I'm not gonna go along with this." And once he won, and once they realized, "Oh, he's actually kind of popular," yet they all bent down and kissed his ring. They all joined him willingly. You know, same thing with YouTube. Exact same thing. You know, I would argue a lot of industries, even Hollywood, is kind of like that. It's where it's like, you know, who's going to speak out against this asshole doing things? You don't want to speak out because if you speak out, you might burn a bridge. You might not get the same opportunities that the other people who are going along with everything are getting. So, you want to be good. You want all the money and fame for yourself, right? And long story short, that's how we get Weinstein. How we, long story short, that's how we get Harvey Weinstein. Anyway, I found uh, there's some thread earlier today. Blah blah blah. I found a really fun. I believe it's a 4chan thread. Y'all know I love showing these in my videos, so we've got another one here. Okay, T-Series deserves to be at the top. I don't know about that. I don't really care for T-Series. He really is the Trump of YouTube. Ding ding. His summer friends, I think most support him because he's number one. Well, 2 now. He's still number 1 because T-Series is a corporation and they don't really count. Remember when everyone was pissed at Jack for making a video slightly critical of what Felix did? I'm not aware of that. I don't really follow any of them that well. I don't really find them entertaining. Anyway, let's read the Chan thread I've got for y'all today. Are we working? We are working. Excellent. Action. Whenever you see an article, tweet, post on normie media that makes you want to spurg out, but you can't act for fear of revealing your power level, simply reply with the following statement. Thanks for pushing normal people even further to the right. And if they try to start an argument, simply keep repeating, as I said, thanks for pushing normie people even further to the right. To say this to whatever arguments they try to make. Whenever you see the comment, upvote/like it. All right, buckle up, boys. Goals. Demoralization. Make them realize that every action they take is counterproductive. Subtly imply to bystanders that ordinary people are already right-wing. Remember, the major social currency among normies is conformity. If they believe that everybody else is moving right, so will they. Point out that the rise of the right is a consequence of the actions and voices of the left. Show the left and the normies that we are everywhere and that we are watching. Again, this plays into the normie desire to fit in, embolden those who are already on the right but are kept silenced by fear of social repercussions. See previous point. The comment is polite and violates no guidelines. They can't shut it down. Short comments are more likely to be read, often more so than the actual article, post, story. Create an atmosphere that discourages leftists to post in the first place. This is solid enough that you could even post it on real accounts. If you ever have to walk it back, just say, I am a leftist myself. It was sarcasm. I meant that stuff like that damages our cause. Even then, the statement has a value as a divide and conquer strategy, i.e., a real leftist doesn't believe that stuff. It doesn't matter whether you believe any of the above or not. The purpose is to make them believe it. Discuss. Ignore divide and conquer shills and demoralization shills. Anybody who dismisses the plan without providing genuine criticism is a shill. Boom! Had to share that with everybody. Hold on. I'm going to link the Imgur link to y'all in the chat if any of you would like to save this. Oh, look, we got a spammer. I can. How do I hide this user? That's the first person I've ever removed from the YouTube chat. It feels pretty good. Okay, I'm sharing the link now. Yeah, there you go. If y'all want to save that for yourself, there it is. You know, download it and save it. You can use it wherever you want. All right, where are we at? What has the chat said before we get into this? Yeah, blah 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 blah. Anything good? My God, what a genius plan! Did they score fish hook? Okay, so let's go back. What a fun! Ooh, so I know y'all are watching this. Think, have you ever encountered someone like either in a discussion or on some Reddit thread, or people are talking, you know, in a debate or whatever, and they say something like this? They say like, oh, this is why people vote for Trump. Thanks for pushing people even further to the right. You know, ask yourself, is this what they were doing? We have no way of knowing, do we? But seeing threads like this kind of makes me think that this is an intentional, you know, this is something these people are intentionally doing. I know most people aren't really smart enough to plan things this far out, but hey, you know, Something to keep in mind, right? And the worst part about all of it is he's right. This anonymous person is absolutely right. I need water, hang on. I see, and they have to engage in behavior like this because, you know, they can't win on the merits of their own policies themselves. They can't win by being blatantly fascist and kicking out all the non-white people out of the country. Most people don't want that. I gotta admit though, when it says the goals here, demoralization, make them realize that every action they take is counterproductive, that absolutely fucking works. Because how many people now are just so fucking sick and tired of this administration, of everything going on? I know I am. Ugh. I already feel demoralized just talking about this. Jesus Christ. So what if we just started sharing this link to everyone who says this kind of thing now? Would that be good? Would that work? Maybe we could just turn it the other way around and just say, you know, this is why people are moving left. This is why we vote for AOC. This is Ugh. Anyway, I'm not even sure how much of this I can like dissect. It's just all so good, you know? I bet you we could find some right now without even looking. But oh well, you know? Nothing worth fighting for is easy. If it was easy, you know, everybody would do it. Alright. What else have we got here? My god, what a genius plan. It is a genius plan. Where is Shoeonhead? Banned into space. Oof, link I posted might be of interest. I don't see any link. Shoeonhead. Well, we'll talk about Shoeonhead, don't you worry. Not today, because I haven't prepared anything for her today. But we'll talk about her. I think I'm about done here, actually. Let me look at my... Pewdiepie has the support of the people. Wait, this is the EDL, the actual fucking EDL. Wait a minute. Okay. The EDL. ADL. I meant to say. Let's just post, because of this I became a hardcore Stalinist under any comment saying thanks, this pushed me to the right. You know, you're not entirely wrong with that. Listen. Okay. They don't want you to know this. Oh, I should also show the Reddit thread from earlier. Okay, but look. They don't want you to know this. But socialism is incredibly popular. The policies that it implements, people want that. But they don't. But a lot of people don't realize they want this. They don't realize what socialism is because they've been lied to their entire lives. All right. I saw a fantastic Reddit comment earlier today. All right. I'll talk about socialism in a bit of a ramble, but first let's read this comment that I mentioned. Okay, y'all can't really read this from your position very well. Let me just. Oh, I can do that on Reddit. Neat. Okay. Look at the right-wing commenter. This was in a thread in r/news about California banning private prisons, including ICE detention centers. Look at the right-wing commenters in this thread, pushing their narrative about California and arguing in bad faith the contradictory or just false claims about California. California has had life-saving success being better than actual Christians and evangelicals. Oh, I'm sorry, let me read that again. California has had life-saving success being better actual Christians than evangelicals. Absolutely. Data. A low-income resident of San Francisco lives so much longer than it's equivalent to San Francisco literally curing cancer. Okay, that's a weird sentence. All these statistics come from a massive new project on life expectancy and inequality that was just published in the Journal of American Medical Association. California, for instance, has been a national leader on smoking bans. Harvard's David Cutler, co-author of the study, oh my god, my mouth is running out of steam here. Oh, I need more cocaine. Harvard's David Cutler, a co-author on the study. It's some combination of formal public policies and the effect that comes when you're around fewer people who have behaviors. High numbers of immigrants help explain the beneficial effects of immigrant-heavy areas with high levels of social support. Now, compare with a few examples from a state that the narrative pushers love so much. Mothers who live in areas with heavy oil and gas developments have between a 40% and 70% greater chance of giving birth to babies with congenital heart defects. Holy shit. You could get prison time, blah, 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 blah. We don't want to read all this. Leaked audio shows oil lobbyists bragging about success in criminalizing pipeline protests, blah, blah, blah. Texas has the highest maternal mortality rate in developed world, study finds. As Republican-led state legislature has slashed funding to reproductive health care clinics, the maternity mortality rate doubled over just a 2-year period. Also, a funny thing that they mentioned earlier, yeah, a low-income resident of San Francisco lives a lot larger than its equivalent because San Francisco has been treating cancer better. You know how the joke, how like everything is known to the state of California to cause cancer and everything's labeled? Like, what if like there's actually truth to that, right? And then like the cancer rates in California are like half as much as the rest of the world. I wonder. Cancer in California. Let's see. I don't want about the warning labels. Hang on. Cancer rates by state. This is just a segue, but I'm curious. World population review. I don't know if I care about that. Stats of the states by the CDC. Oh, would you look at that, guys? Holy shit. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting there to actually be a difference. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, the Jeez. California death rate 136. I'm not sure what that exactly means. Okay, yeah. Number of deaths per 100,000 total population. So 136 per 100,000. This is in the year of 2017. Compared to, Louisiana. No, let's compare to Mississippi. Mississippi's always worse. 183. So that's the difference of 50. Jesus Christ, that's 183 and 130. Oh my God. That's like a 30% increase. Holy shit. That's pretty fucking bad, guys. Ooh. Just look at this big blot. Oh, it's disgusting. All right. Anyway, let's continue on reading. Meanwhile, life-saving practices that have become widely accepted in other affluent countries and in a few states, notably California, have yet to take hold in many American hospitals. As the maternal death rate is mounted around the U.S., a small cadre of reformers have mobilized. Some of the earliest, most important works come in California, where more babies born than any other state. 1/8 of the U.S. in total. God, that's huge. California Maternal Quality Care Collaborative, what a mouthful, is informed by Professor of Obstetrics and Gynecology at Stanford and the University of California, San Francisco, who for many years ran the OBGYN department at San Francisco Hospital. Launched a decade ago, CMQCC, that's a mouthful too, aims to reduce not only mortality, but also life-threatening complications and racial disparities in yeah. It began analyzing maternal death rates in the state. It began by analyzing, Jesus Christ, I'm stuttering really bad now. Holy shit. It began by analyzing maternal deaths in the state over several years. In almost every case, it discovered there was at least some chance to alter the outcome. Hospitals that adopted the toolkit saw a 21% decrease in near deaths from maternal bleeding in the first year. By 2013, according to Maine, I wonder if it actually gives me numbers on hang on a minute. Maternal deaths by state. Which states have the worst maternal mortality? This has probably got it. How does this relate to PewDiePie besides PewDiePie being cancer? Only marginally. I'm going to tie it back to that in a moment. Okay, you know what? I don't want to read that. This comment's really long. Ultimately, while doing this is what, okay, California, the chief reason America is the only developed economy to achieve record GDP growth since the financial crisis. Much of the U.S. growth can be traced to California laws promoting clean energy, government accountability, and protections for undocumented people. Right? Okay. Actually, I may be able to skip a lot of this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Immigrants pay more in taxes, they receive in government benefits, blah blah blah, link to that. Newcomers to the US are less likely than the newcomers to the US are less likely than the native population to commit violent crimes or be incarcerated. Despite sabotage from Republicans in other states, the Oscar-nominated movie Smartest Guys in the Room on Netflix, just about Enron, and Texas examples of manipulating California's open energy market, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, the South receives subsidies from California, dwarfing complaints in the EU. The subsidy and economic difference between California and Mississippi is larger than Germany and Greece. The transfer of wealth from blue states, cities, urban to red states, rural, suburban, with federal dollars for the freeways, hospitals, universities, airports, even environmental protection. The Germans call this sort of thing permanent bailout. We call it Missouri. A vote on disaster aid. Well, we don't really care about this actually, blah, blah, blah. Even to prevent gerrymandering, California has scientific, evidence-based independent commissions that has to take into account geography, community boundaries, etc. Compare this with the California communism narrative, Pusher's favorite state again. That's Texas. This is how officially Republicans have gerrymandered Texas congressional districts. Blam! Can y'all see this well? This one wild, funky shape. This fractal image that we see here. This is a whole district around Houston. That's, is that Dan Crenshaw's district? I think it is. I can't really tell. I'm not really sure what year this, yeah, 2015, that would be Dan Crenshaw's district. Anyway. Oh, I think that's about, yeah, Texas refuses to use voting machines as a paper trail, blah, 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 blah. Voter registration laws are out of the Jim Crow playbook, and blah, 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 blah. So, oh, wait, there's more. Conservatives amplified Russian trolls 30 times more than liberals. Users of Texas were particularly acceptable. Anyway, what does all this mean? This means that these people know that their policies are not successful. They can't stand on the merits on their own. They have to cheat. They have to gerrymander. And most importantly, they have to lie to you. That's what they do. It's not really a surprise if you're even a little bit educated about all this at this point. Because they know, Dan, I shot my kidney stone to the eye, Crenshaw. Yeah, that's right. But ultimately, they know that their policies are bad. They can't keep doing this. We have access to the internet now. We know what it's like in other countries. You think we can go on without a universal healthcare system? It's absurd. People in this country are waking up to the idea, to the fact that something isn't right. This isn't working the way it should. Things are bad. Republicans don't really want to fix any of that. Now listen, they'll call everything a socialist because they don't know what socialism is. It's just another boogeyman scary word left over from the Cold War. You know, it's all they have. They can't actually say, hey, you know, this policy wouldn't work because X, Y, and Z. They just go and say, no, that's socialism. We're going to set a photo of Ocasio-Cortez on fire. Oh, maybe I should show that. Maybe, I don't know. But look, socialism is just workers owning the means of production. It's really, there's different types of it, but that's the basic shorthand of it. And look, every single person who's ever had a bad boss, every single person who hasn't been paid what they, every single person who's been robbed of their paycheck, who hasn't gotten their overtime pay, right? Every single person who said, wow, this is really unsafe, and they've gotten punished for it. These are all potential socialists. All of them. Every single person who says, maybe I shouldn't have to pay $800 a month for my medication, is a potential socialist. Every single person. Every single person. All of them. The Republicans fear that. They know that. And that's why... Oh, I closed the tab. Hold on. And that's why they have to say crap like this. Thanks for pushing normal people even further to the right. They know that's not how it works. They have to say this stuff so they can keep up with their lives. They have to say this so they can hold on to that last little bit of power that they have. Because, if they could change their policies, but then they wouldn't have their financial backing anymore. That makes sense? All right. I think I'm about done here. I just passed the hour mark. That was what I was aiming for. Man, it's like 100 degrees outside. Melting me even in here. Anyway, I'm done talking about all that. I think I wrapped that up together. It relates to PewDiePie because he supports the same causes that these Republicans are doing. And even whether or not he does it or not, or whether or not he consciously thinks that or not, the people who are his fans absolutely do. Makes perfect sense. All right. So, I think we're about done. How are you guys doing? Any final thoughts we'd like to get out here? Oh, yeah, this water bottle from Fry's. Fry's is just the local Kroger stores around here. Yeah, Kroger bought out Fry's. Blah blah blah. All the Kroger stores, yeah, they apparently don't allow firearms anymore. That's fun. I used to work out of Fry's. We allowed open carry in the store. Now they don't. It's interesting. My oh my, the times are a-changing. Well, should I just end the stream? Or do any of y'all want to talk to me? Have any future predictions for the PewDiePie arc? Oh, well, time is a flat circle. The stuff that's been happening already is probably going to happen again. He'll do something else stupid, and then we'll have this exact same conversation again. The end result is the same. The end result is the same whether PewDiePie is a Nazi or not. Exactly. I'm curious. Maybe we can find some. Maybe we could find some of these people on Twitter trying to say, no, PewDiePie's not a Nazi. And the rest of us are like, yeah, here's all this evidence that suggests he's kind of aligned with this certain ideology. And then they'll be like, well, thanks for pushing us further to the right. And the rest of us are like, really? Really, guys? Like, we've been over this. Just watch Celiac Attack's stream where he's talking about that thread and why PewDiePie is. Maybe not. Stone Toss. I don't want to talk about Stone Toss. I'm not there yet. I don't remember my Twitter password. Do I need my Twitter for this? Oh, wait. Search for anime avatars. Those fucking anime avatars. It is insane, like, how much they just, like, spring out of the woodwork. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not convinced that there's not, like, that most of them are not, like, just like one guy with like 20 computers set up, and in an afternoon he's like, well, I gotta put all these accounts out to defend PewDiePie, so I'm just gonna use a bunch of anime figures and start writing angry tweets. Do you think the Republicans' party will eventually be irrelevant in U.S. politics? Woo, that's a hell of a question. Well, I would argue that, they probably will in some form. But the way the Republican Party exists now is a very different Republican Party than its original inception, and even then, yeah, it was kind of created out of the parties that preceded it. So there'll probably be another, kind of, even if it doesn't exist as it is, there may be something else that kind of morphs out of it. It probably won't. It definitely won't be like it is now. This is because this is just completely unsustainable. But I have no way of predicting what that'll look like. We gotta organize and not alienate. Yeah, well, good luck with that. My password. I am not forgetting my. I am not remembering my password for Twitter. Hmm. Hang on here. Um. Okay. Let me pull this back up. If Bernie gets elected, how do you think Republicans' party will react? Oh God, they'll hate it. They will. You know how they call everything communist now? They're gonna go full on into that. They burned that photo of Ocasio-Cortez. Expect a lot more of that. But, ugh, they're gonna lose it. So they'll just all move to the left. It'll be like the Whig Party. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's a good comparison. I honestly don't even remember what the Whig Party stood for. I'm just. My head's all gone. Just all moved to the Libertarians. I don't know about the Libertarians. They're crazy. Stone Toss is a leftist. Just go on Antifa Stone Toss to find his greatest work. The same way they will if Yang or Warren were elected. Yep. Predict when all these old politicians will pass away. But that's the thing. There will always be old politicians. All the politicians that are in now, when they all die, there'll be new old ones to replace them. It's gonna keep going. It never ends. Because what, Ben Shapiro's like 40, like 30 something, and Paul Ryan is like 40, 50. So like, when folks like Mitch McConnell die, they're gonna be the new old people. It's why the younger people need to get more motivated and run for office. All right, top tweets on PewDiePie. Nah, I don't want to do this. Do you think do you think the word socialism still has the boogeyman effect on most people? I think it's falling out of some people's minds. Like I think it's not having the exact same effect it used to, but some people still do react the same way to it. Usually the older boomers and Republicans. People who don't read, people who've like graduated ever since graduating high school have never read a book. Those are the people it works on. That may sound, I don't know, uh, elitist, but I don't think it's wrong. Simple way to debunk Republicans: look up world happiness report and mortality rate. Yeah, Cuba has a higher life expectancy than the United States. How about that? I don't know how that turned out to be a thing. I do know how that turned out to be a thing. It's because the US sucks. Boomers have an allergic reaction to any mention of socialism. And you know what's funny? They can't even define what it is. They always say, like, most of them will always say, oh, it's the government controlling things. And then, like, they support candidates who are in favor of government controlling things in so many horrible ways. You know, ask them, like, what do you think about? Do you like having your food cheap? Yeah, you do, don't you? You know, your food is cheap because the US government pays massive subsidies to the farming companies. You okay with that? But that's already that's already a few levels too deep into it for them to really, know how to respond to. But oh well. Um, Hold on, I can just read on here. Socialism is when the government does stuff is a thing in the Netherlands as well. I guess. They just read They read it's just Ayn Rand. No, I don't think they even do that. I can't fuck. I'm gonna be honest. I can't fucking stand Ayn Rand. Like, even if I were into that, like even when I cared less about this stuff, I I hate monologues in stories, and a lot of Ayn Rand's content is just her like her page, like some of these monologues. There's just one character in the middle of something, and then for like 5 pages, it's a giant monologue, and it's like, what are you doing, Rand? You're just going on like I am right now. But it's like not even funny. It's just like I deserve this. I worked hard for this. It's mine. Is UBI considered socialism or combo? It can go either way. Probably depends on how you implement it. Can I share a meme with you on Twitter? Sure, hit me up. Tweet it at me. We have a socialist party in government, but they only do social welfare stuff. No, Netherlands, yeah. That's fine. I'm fine with that, if I'm being honest. Just like in the anime. Is there an Ayn Rand anime? Oh god. If there is an Ayn Rand anime, please send it to me. I need to see that. Alright. I'm gonna end the stream now, I think. Guys, ladies, gentlemen, everybody that lies elsewhere or in betwixt, thank you for joining me on this glorious Saturday afternoon. Glad to have you all here. I don't have anything else to say, really. We'll do more. Can you discuss the second Bill of Rights? Artemis Barker, that is an excellent suggestion. I'm not going to do it today, though. I'm gonna. I didn't think about that. That's a really good idea. I will do that in the future. All right. Don't you worry. We will get to that. All right. Thanks for everyone for coming on. Hit me up next time. Bye.